तो सेफ
और 15,000 करना तो
ఏడు మమర్సలు ఉన్నాండి కూర్చోండి కూర్చోండి నాకు మన దేనికి ఇకరు మసలా అనుకున్నాను
Okay, good morning, good afternoon, students. We completed the phylum Coelenterata. So Coelenterata, it is also called a Cnidaria. Okay, so phylum third one, that is Coelenterata, is completed. Now today discuss about the Platyhelminthes. Phylum Platyhelminthes. This is the fourth phylum of the invertebrates. Right. So what are the remaining? They are first phylum is a Protozoa, and second one is Porifera, third one is Coelenterata, fourth one is Platyhelminthes, and fifth one is Nematohelminthes, Arthropoda, sixth one is Arthropoda, Annelida, Mollusca, and Echinodon. So today we discuss about the fourth phylum, that is Platyhelminthes. Wait a minute, ma. డైలీ మీకు 12 ఉంటుందా సార్ 12 ఉంటుందా డైలీ అయిపోయి అయిపోయి Okay, ma. Sorry for the waiting. Okay. So, Platyhelminth is the fourth phylum of the invertebrates. Right? So, the Platyhelminthes, it includes flatworms. Platyhelminthes, it includes flatworms like planarians, flukes, and tapeworms. Planarians, flukes, and tapeworms. So the term platyhelminthes, the term platyhelminthes, it is derived from Greek word that is platy. Platy means flat. Platy means flat, and helminth means worms. So platyhelminthes means flat worms like planarians, flukes, and tapeworm. So the term platyhelminthes was coined by Gegenbart. The term platyhelminthes was coined by Gegenbart. Okay, so the platyhelminthes, these animals differs from the coelenterate in having the third primary germinal layer, that is mesoderm. So the mesoderm, in addition to the other two layers. So what are the two layers? Ectoderm and endoderm. So which were formed in Coelenterata phylum. And Thus, these animals are triploblastic in nature. These animals are triploblastic in nature besides having a coelomate feature. Because a true coelom is absent in these animals. True coelom is absent in Platyhelminthes also. Next, the space between the ectoderm and endoderm is filled with a special tissue, that is mesenchymal tissue. The space between the ectoderm and endoderm is filled with a special tissue, mesenchymal tissue, which is formed from mesenchyme. Okay, ma'am. So this tissue fills up the spaces between various internal organs. Okay, so the Linnaeus included all the invertebrates except Arthropoda. Linnaeus included all the invertebrates into one group, that is wormies. And next, Leucott. Leucott included all the flat animals along with the nematode and leeches into one group, and that is called apoda. Apoda. Okay. Later, the Minute identified the differences between flatworms. Minute identified the differences between the flat animals and nematodes and named as platyhelminthes. Flat animals are what are they? They are platyhelminthes. So the term platyhelminthes was coined by Gegenbaur. The term was coined by Gegenbaur. G E N B A U R. Gegenbaur. The term platyhelminthes was coined by Gegenbaur. Now discuss the general characters of the platyhelminthes. What are the general characters? Mainly platyhelminthes are mostly parasitic. Platyhelminthes are parasitic and some are free living animals. Mostly they are parasitic and some are free living animals, helminthes. And they are dorso-ventrally flattened. The body is dorso-ventrally flattened like a leaf. Okay, ma'am. And they are the first triploblastic animals. They are the first triploblastic animals. So they contain, triplo means three, right? Okay, so they contain 3 layers. So they are the ectoderm, endoderm and mesoderm. Who's that, ma? Priyanka. Don't write anything. Okay. మీ notes లో ఎంటర్ చేసుకోండి పాయింట్స్ ఉంటాయి. ఓకే, so they are the first triploblastic animals and they contain 3 layers. They are ectoderm, mesoderm and endoderm. And next general character is they are bilaterally symmetrical animals. Bilaterally symmetrical animals and they are acoelomate animals. And the cavity between the body wall and the gut is filled with the mesenchyme. Okay, and they show the organ grade of organization. Organ grade of organization. And the body is not segmented. Platyhelminthes body is not segmented except in the cystodes. Cystoda is a one of the class of phylum Platyhelminth. Right? So the body is not segmented except in the cystodes, which show the pseudometanerism. And next general character is alimentary canal. So whatever the alimentary canal of the Platyhelminth is, the alimentary canal is incomplete. Alimentary canal is incomplete. That means it has a mouth, pharynx, and intestine. But the anus is wanting. Wanting means there is no anus. So absent. Wanting means absent. Anus is absent. Alimentary canal, it is incomplete. It has mouth, pharynx, and intestine, but anus is absent. Okay, and next skeletal system. Skeletal system is also absent. Circulatory system are also absent, and respiratory system is also absent in Platyhelminth. Okay, only the alimentary canal is present, but it is incomplete. Alimentary is incomplete. Skeletal system, circulatory system, and respiratory systems are absent. Next system is nervous system. So which type of nervous system is present in Platyhelminth? That is the nervous system is primitive type. Nervous system is primitive type. Means the cerebral ganglia constitute the brain, and 1 to 3 pairs of longitudinal nerve cords are connected. The longitudinal nerve cords are connected together by the transverse commissures at regular intervals, giving a ladder-like appearance. Next, after the nervous system, excretory system. So, what about the excretory system? The excretory system is formed of protonephridia or flame cells. Excretory system is formed of protonephridia or flame cells. And they are mostly, the Platyhelminthes are mostly hermaphroditic. Means some are unisexual. And the next, the fertilization is internal. Platyhelminth fertilization is internal, and development is direct or indirect. Two types of developments. So the development is direct or indirect. Next, parthenogenesis. Parthenogenesis and polyembryony. Polyembryony means a number of embryos. It contains a number of embryos, right? So the parthenogenesis and polyembryony commonly occur in trematodes and tapeworms. So trematodes means it is the one of the class of Platyhelminths. Trematoda, cystoda, and Turbellaria. These are classes of the phylum Platyhelminths. Okay. And next, what is it? Life cycle, right? So the life cycle is complete. Sorry. Life cycle is it complicated, involves one or more hosts. One or more hosts. నేమ్ చాలా ఇంత లెంతీగా ఉంది. హూ ఇస్ దట్? నేమ్ తో ఎంటర్ అవ్వాలి క్లాస్ కి. Who is that, ma? 1IW6P. So please change your name. Okay. Right. Okay. So life cycle is complicated, involves in one or more hosts. So these are the general characters of the platyhelminthes. So generally, remember only 8 to 10 points. So briefly, what are they? They are mostly parasitic, some are free-living animals. And next one is dorsoventrally flattened like a leaf. And they are first triploblastic animals. Means ectoderm, mesoderm, and endoderm layers are present. And they are bilaterally symmetrical animals. Yeah. Next, these are acoelomate animals. Platyhelminthes are acoelomate animals, and they show organ grade of organization. They show organ grade of the organization, and the body is not segmented except in the histone, and the alimentary canal is incomplete. So alimentary canal contains, it has a mouth, pharynx and intestine, but anus is absent. So that's why it is incomplete. Alimentary canal is incomplete. Now skeletal system. Skeletal systems, circulatory system and respiratory system. So these three systems are completely absent. Okay. And nervous system. So nervous system is a type primitive type. So nervous system is primitive. And excretory system. It is formed of flame cells. Flame cells are protonephria. Okay. And development is direct or indirect. Fertilization is external or internal. Fertilization is internal. Okay. And life cycle complicated, involves one or more hosts. So these are the general characters of the platyhelminth. Let's explain nervous system. Okay. Nervous system here, which type? Primitive type. That means the early stages forming of the nervous system. So this is a primitive type in platyhelminthes. So cerebral ganglia, it constitutes the brain. So that's why the platyhelminthes contains the brain, right? So 1 to 3 pairs of the longitudinal nerves or longitudinal nerve cords are connected together by the transverse commissures. Okay, ma'am. So the transverse commissures at regular intervals. So this like appearance is a ladder-like appearance. Nervous system shows a ladder-like appearance. So this is the nervous system of platyhelminthes. So which type, ma'am? Primitive type of the nervous system. Okay, clear? Right. Now, the classification of the platyhelminthes. Only మనకి ఇందులో 2 types మాత్రమే ఇచ్చారు, but 3 types are there, ma. Sorry, 3 classes are there. So phylum Platyhelminth is divided into three classes. So three classes, ma. So what are they? Namely, Turbellaria. So one is Turbellaria. Second one is Trematoda. And third one is Cystoda. Okay. Turbellaria, Turbellaria. Okay. And Trematoda. And next, third class of Platyhelminthes is Cystoda. Cystoda. Right? So the Platyhelminthes, phylum Platyhelminthes is divided into how many classes? Three classes. Namely, Turbellaria, Trematoda, and Cystoda. Right, ma'am? So, basing on the characters and habits, these are divided into three groups. Right? So, what is about the Turbellaria? Right. So, Turbellaria means it is this word was derived from Latin word, ma. Turbellaria, it is a Latin word. Turbella means a little string. Means it contains the Turbellarians. It includes flatworms. Turbellarians includes free living flatworms. And some are commensals, some are parasitic. Okay, the Turbellarians are free living flatworms, some are commensals or parasitic. And the body wall contains, the Turbellarian body wall contains a ciliated epidermis. Ciliated epidermis. And the cells contain rod-shaped mucus forming structures called rhabditis. 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 So here the mouth is usually ventral and pharynx is protrusible in some. So the gut is branched. So mouth is present, pharynx is present, and gut is branched in larger Turbellarians. So gut is which type? Branched type. Gut is present in larger Turbellarians. And in Acela, gut is absent. In Acela is one of the subclass of the Turbellaria. Okay, and the reproduction is, Turbellarian reproduction is by sexual method and asexual method. Reproduction is by sexual and asexual method. Okay, and development. In Turbellarians, the development is usually direct, and in some Turbellarians, the Muller's larva is present. So Turbellarians larva is Muller's larva. Very important, ma. Competitive questions lo manaki question vastundi. Okay, Turbellarian. So what is Turbellaria? Turbellaria is one of the class of Platyhelminthes, and this Turbellaria contains the Muller's larva is present in Turbellaria. And in Turbellarian, the regeneration is very high. Regeneration is very high. So this is the information about the Turbellarians. So what are the examples of Turbellarians? Mainly, right, planaria. Right, here is a planaria and convoluta. So these are best examples for the Carpalaria. So these are free living flatworms and it contains ciliated epidermis, right? And the mouth is usually ventral side and pharynx is protrusible in some. And reproduction is by sexual method and development is usually direct. Okay. So planaria and convolutus are very good example for the class Carpalaria. So what is the common name of planaria? Planaria common name is Eugacia. Eugacia is a common name of planaria, right? And convoluta means AC. AC, right? Now, the second type of the second class of phylum Platyhelminth is Trematoda. So the Trematoda is the second class of Platyhelminth Trematoda, right? So these are commonly called flukes. Trematodes are commonly called flukes. And all trematodes are parasites. All trematodes are parasites. Carpalarians are free living flatworms and some are commensals and some are parasites. But flukes all are parasites. Means trematodes are parasites. And next, the body is covered by tegument. Body is covered by tegument and suckers are present. Suckers are present and the mouth is anterior side and the intestine is bifurcated. Means bifurcated means what, ma'am? Dividing. So the intestine is divisible. Okay. And mostly hermaphrodites. Some are unisexual. Okay, ma'am. Wait a minute. What is right? So that trematose life cycle is complex with many types of larval forms. So in trematose, many types of larval forms are there, and only Turbalaria they have only Muller's larva. Okay, Muller's larva is present in Turballarias, but many types of larval forms are present in the Trematoda. So what is the meaning of the Trematoda? These are having pores. Trematodes means having pores, and these are commonly called flukes. Okay, and next the third class of the phylum Platyhelminth is that is Cystoda. Cystoda, this word was taken by the Greek word. Kytos means girdle and it means form. Girdle forms animals, Platyhelminth. So these cystodes are commonly called tapeworms. So here see ma, tapeworms. Okay, they are commonly called tapeworms and endoparasites in the intestine of vertebrates. Intestine of the vertebrates. This is the endoparasite in intestine of vertebrates. And body is covered by a protective syncytial cytoplasmic layer. Body is covered by a protective syncytial cytoplasmic layer. That layer is called tegument. That layer is called what? Tegument. Okay, and they exhibit the pseudo-metamerism. Cystors are exhibit the pseudo-metamerism. And the anterior end of the body is called scolex. Priyanka type చేస్తుంది pseudo-metamerism. Okay, right, ma. And anterior end of the body is called what? Scolex. And it bears suckers and hooks for attachment to the host. Okay, whatever the uses of the suckers, scolex, it bears the scolex bears suckers and hooks for attachment to the host, and the mouth and alimentary canal are absent. In cystors, the mouth and alimentary canal they are absent, and they are hermaphrodites. They are hermaphrodites, and the life cycle is complicated by larval forms and intermediate hosts. Intermediate hosts. So examples for the cystors are the Chineosolium. So tapeworm, commonly called tapeworm. Okay. So Taeniasolium, Echinococcus granulosus, that is commonly called a dog tapeworm. Echinococcus granulosus is commonly called as dog tapeworm. So these are the example of cystoda. Okay, 3 classes are there in Platyhelminthes. What are they? Turbellaria, Trematoda, and Cystoda. So Turbellarias means here it is commonly called flatworms. Turbellarians are commonly called flatworms. Trematodes are commonly called flukes, and cystors they are commonly called tapeworms. So pork tapeworm is Chineosolium, pork tapeworm, and dog tapeworm is Echinococcus. Okay, ma'am. So Echinococcus is it is called dog tapeworm. Right. So these are the classic general characters and classification of the phylum Platyhelminthes. Right here, see, ma'am. Planaria, it is a turbellarian animal. Turbellaria class. Okay. And fluke. Fluke is a trematoda. Okay. Example for the fluke that is Schistosoma hematobium and Fasciola hepatica. Okay. Next, cystoda. These are commonly called tapeworms. Tapeworms. Okay, Monday we discuss about the Cystosoma hematobium. So Cystosoma hematobium is the classification is phylum Platyhelminthes, class which is a Trematoda. Okay, is a Trematoda. Cystosoma hematobium is a trematode animal. Okay, today come.